Hello, and you welcome once again to another training or another tutorial on Introduction to MS Word. If you are new to this channel, please click on the subscription button and hit on the notification bell so that anytime a video is posted, you will get a notification. On Danicom channel, we take our time and walk you through the very basic things that you need to know when it comes to technology, be it on the social media, mobile phone usage, your laptop, and many more, even on internet, how to secure your emails and other things. In today's video, you are going to learn basic things about Microsoft Word, like how to do table of contents, how to give page numbers, how to break pages, how to make text bold, how to do a list and a sub list, how to underline a text, and how to change text color. We will also look at how to change the font style, and then finally how to do line spacing or how to give spaces in between your paragraphs. All right, if you are a student and you are following us, you know how we have been teaching you on this channel and then how we have been guiding you on Zoom as well. We are going to do this video also to provide you a support that will help you understand everything that we have been teaching you so far. And so without much ado, we will quickly go over to our Microsoft Word, and then I will walk you through the very basic topics that I have just mentioned. Remember, we are going to look at how to do a table of contents, how to give page numbers, how to break pages, how to make text bold, how to do a list and then a sub list, how to underline text, how to change text color, how to change font style, and then how to do line or paragraph spacing. All right, so without much ado, as I said, we are quickly going to start with a very basic. And so let's get ourselves a paragraph or a text that we will be manipulating to get what we want done. Okay, all right, so let's just write a line of sentence by saying how to do or how to make a text bold. Okay, and so we are quickly going to start with a very simple one. If you are new to Microsoft Word and then you want to learn how to make a text or a paragraph or a group of text bold, we are going to take you through the very basics. Remember, on this channel, it is the very basic thing that you need, that we always take our time and then walk you through. Okay, and so assuming you have a group of text or a text like this, and then you want to make it bold, there are two ways that you can do that. First and foremost, the most important thing is, before you will be able to apply any changes to a word or a portion of documents or words in your document, you must first of all highlight the document. Remember, before you will be able to do anything to your document, you must first of all highlight your document. And so this is how you highlight your document. You press your mouse down and hold it and drag it to the location or the area that you want. As you can see, then you highlight the portion of the document that you want. After highlighting the document or after highlighting the area, as you can see, a pop-up menu will come. The very first one is B, which is bold. When you place the cursor on, you see bold, and then inside the bold we have something in a bracket called Ctrl+B. What this simply means is that you can also use the control on your keyboard together with the B letter to get your document bold or boldened. Okay, So you can press your Ctrl+B on your keyboard to get a portion of a document you have highlighted to be bolded, or you press simply this letter here, B. Or you can also go to the home icon or the home tab. From the beginning we made mention of all this. We said this is the home tab, the insert tab, the design, the layout, and all these tabs has ribbons under them, and we have looked at all of this. And today we are looking at how to make this text bold. Okay, and so you can also come to the home icon here, click on the bold or the B you see here to make your document portion selected bold. Okay, so as you can see, after clicking on this, the document portion that I selected is now turned towards bold. If you are not seeing it clear, let me go to this same home tab, click on it, go to size, and then change the font size. And so this leads us to how to change the font size and then the font style of our document. This leads us to how to change the font style and then the font size of our document. Okay, and so assuming you typed a document, okay, and then you want to change the font style or the font size of your document, the only thing you do, so for instance, let's say my school is good. My school is good when it comes to teaching of technology. And so as you can see, there is a statement here that says my school is good when it comes to teaching of technology. Okay, at this point, if I clicked inside any of this, you will see that the font size is 20. Okay, and so when I click on this, I also see the font style to be Calibri. Okay, now what I can quickly do to change the font style and the font size of any document I am preparing is that I'll first of all highlight. As I told you from the beginning, anything you want to do in Microsoft Word or any changes that you want to apply in Microsoft Word, you must first of all highlight. Okay, so you highlight the portion of the document you want to apply changes to, for instance like this. Now that the portion of the document is highlighted, you now click on this icon here. As you can see, font size, it will drop down a list of sizes for you where you can be able to choose any of the sizes that you want. You can also type in the size you want straight away from here like this, or any number that you want. Okay, so assuming you look through this list, you don't have 35 or 34, but you can decide to give your own 34 and it will work for you. The same way, if you want to change the font style, remember this is the font size, the size that you want to give to your file or your document or the content in your document. Okay, and so you can also click on this icon here, same, and then you will be able to change the style of the file or the content in your file. Okay, most of the popular font style being used out there is Times New Roman, and so a lot of documents that you comes across is always typed in what Times New Roman. Okay, and so we have learned two things for now: how to bolden your text or how to make the text of your document be in a bold state. Okay, and then also how to change the font style and then the font size of your document. Okay, so now you know how to do make your text bold, and then also how to change the font style and then the font size. So we will quickly go straight to the next item on the list, which is how to make sure that your text color is also changed, or the background color is also changed. Remember, we have two colors up here. Okay, this, when you place the cursor on, will say text highlight color, and then this is what font color. So one of them is for the background, and then the other one is for the text itself. Okay, and so let's practice how it works. Okay, so when I highlight, remember, anything you want to do, you must first and foremost highlight. Okay, so after highlighting this, you will have the option to choose any color that you want, and this is the color that applies to the text, which is the font color. The font color is a color that is applied to the text. Okay, and then the next one, which is the color for the highlight, is the color for the background of that particular text. Okay, so as you can see, we have changed the background and then the font color of the teaching, or of the word teaching. Okay, and so if you want to change any color of your text, you first and foremost, as said earlier on, highlight that particular portion and then select the font color text. That is, if you want to change the font color, but if you want to change the background of the color, the background of the document, then you go for the highlighter. Okay, all right, and so let's continue by looking at how to underline a text, how to underline a text in your document. Okay, in your document. Okay, now if you want to underline any text in your document, let's assume that let's assume that you want to underline this introduction to MS Word Basics. Okay, now you want to underline this portion of your document. First and foremost, as earlier on mentioned, the first and foremost thing that you are supposed to do is to be able to know how to highlight your document. Click on your mouse, drag to the location that you want, and then come to the home tab. You will see the U icon here. The U icon simply means underline. When you click on the drop down arrow here, you will be able to see a lot of styles that you will be able to use. Okay, and so you choose the one that you are comfortable with, and then your portion or the document that you have selected will be underlined. Okay, and so if you want to underline, or if you want to be able to underline any portion of your document, the most important thing that you are supposed to do is first and foremost highlight the document, which is very, very important when you come to Microsoft Word. When you come to Microsoft Word, you won't be able to affect a change until you highlight the document. Okay, and so now you have to highlight the document, go to the home tab, which is up here, and then it will open the other ribbons for you. Then you click on the U icon, you will see a list of lines, and then you select the line option that you want. Okay, like this. All right, so this is how to underline a text. All right, so quickly we have learned about how to underline a text, how to change the text color, and then how to also change the font size and then the font style as well. All right, quickly we are going to look at how to give spacing, how to give spacing. Assuming you have typed a document and the document has a lot of information in it, how do you paragraph it? By giving it a line spacing. Okay, so we will quickly type something small and then we will learn how to do line spacing. Okay, so my name, my school is good in tech. I love my tutors. I can't believe they are really good like that. Okay, all right, assuming that you have this particular information in your document and then you want to give space between them, or you want to line space them, first and foremost, as earlier on mentioned, and I will keep on mentioning for emphasis sake, you must know that before you will be able to apply any changes in your document, you have to highlight it. Okay, so I will first and foremost highlight all the documents or the portion that I want to give the spacing to. Okay, so after selecting the document or after selecting the text that I want to apply a change to, because it's a line spacing that I am thinking of doing, I'll quickly go to the paragraphs. You can see here paragraphs. So under the paragraphs, we have a lot of things here that you can look at them. We have this one which will center your document. We have this one which will align your document in order like that. Okay, but if you want to give line spacing, as you can see, we have line and paragraph spacing. So you click on this arrow. All right, we have 1.0, and when I place the cursor on it, you could realize that the size or the spacing in between the document shifted upwards a bit. Okay, so if I bring it back to 1.15, you can see the changes. All right, you can see when I put it to 2.0, you can see 2.5, 3.0, and so this is how you give your document spacing, line spacing. All right, you can decide to also remove space after paragraph. When you click on this option, it will remove every space after paragraph. Most documents, especially project works, will recommend the type of spacing that or the number of spacing your document should have. And so don't forget how to change the spacing numbers. When you are writing a book or you are writing a project work, your project will have an instruction that will determine the type of line spacing that you should use. And so you will come here and change the spacing number to your choice. Okay, so for the purpose of this training, I will just click on 1.0. So this is how you change the spacing, or this is how you give line spacing when you are typing any document in Microsoft Word. All right, if you are new to this channel and you have never come to watch our videos before, please click on the subscription button. If you have any question, please send your questions and your comments. We will be glad to assist you in the basic things that you need to know that will make your life very simple and then help you to be able to stay productive when it comes to this technological world. All right, and so after looking at how to do line spacing, font style, font color, underline, and then other how to make text bold, we are now going into a little bit deeper things by looking at how to make lists, and then we also look at how to make page breaks, and then how to do page numbers, and then table of content as well. All right, you can put in your question in the comment section if you have any comment, or if you have any question. All right, so quickly, without wasting time, we will move on to how to make a list. How to make a list. For instance, let's assume you want to go to market to buy, let's say, items, okay, or you want to buy provisions for school. Let's say provisions, I mean like this. Okay, now you want to center, you can highlight it, put it in the center, click on the U icon, underline it nicely like this. You can decide to even change the font to uppercase since it's a topic or it's a subtopic. Okay, now we are going to list some items, and then you see how to use the list option when it comes to Microsoft Word. Okay, now under normal circumstances you could just type 1 and then press on this, and then it will start listing the items for you. All right, but I want you to know how to do it from these options. We have bullets, we have this mark, we have this option, we have this option, we have this option, depending on the person who is doing the document. Okay, we also have the option of using the 1 2 3, the one without the bracket, the one with the bracket, and as you can see, when I place the cursor on, it picks the info of that. All right, so when I pick this, you can see. All right, so now I'll first of all take this one. All right, and then let's say Milo. Now when I finish and press enter, the next one will automatically come for you without typing the 2 or typing the 3. Okay, so as you can see, anytime you finish typing the next item and then you press on enter, you will have the opportunity to get the list automatically suggested for you. All right, then you can put the next item, press enter, and then you have your other number listed for you. All right, so let's say needle. Now what we are going to learn next is how to do sub listing. Assuming you have the 1, and then under the 1 we have A and then B, we have A and then B. How to do that one also. Okay, so we can quickly click on this, and then when you come here, you just click on the backspace to delete the 2 there, and then you just select the, let's say, the A that you see here. Okay, so this is giving you list under list, which is a sub list. Okay, so we can say under Milo we have maybe a product from, let's say, company A, and then after you press on the enter, it will give you another sub list to say company B. So in this case you are doing a list under a list. Okay, so this ABC is a list under the main one, which is Milo. Okay, same way, after you can click on the enter here, and then you will be given the option of 3. Click the backspace to delete the 3. As you can see, now the 3 has moved on to the gallery. All right, so you can select your ABCD again option, and then now type, let's say, company C, press enter, and then you come to company D, you press enter in that option. Where do you normally get this option? Normally, if you are a teacher or somebody who is teaching a group of people, you normally list this, but you normally need this particular list when you are setting questions. Okay, for instance, you can have question number 1 like this. You can have question number 1 like this by asking who is the leader of Danicom Technologies. Okay, who is the leader of Danicom Technologies, for instance, like this. And instead of question 2, you can simply say you go in for the option of giving them answers. Okay, so you can see like this, then you select the ABCD option, as you can see here, like this. Say Danicom solution, you can say Danicom. So in this sense, it's like you are setting questions, and at this point you really need this list and then the sub list. Okay, so as you can see, you are getting a sub list under a list. Okay, now after, you just go to the same list, click on it, and then get the option to do the second question. Where does he come from? Okay, so in this case, instead of getting question 3, you choose the list again and then go for the ABCD option. Go for the option of the answering part. As you can see, you can put the answers there like that. All right, and so this is how you will be able to do a list under a list when it comes to Microsoft Word. All right, if you have any question, you can leave it in the comment section below. If you have any feedback you want to give to us, you can leave it in the comment section below as well. All right, quickly we will move from the list and then go to how to break a page. All right, so assuming you have a lot of information that you have typed. Okay, you have a lot of information you have typed, but then want to give some spacing for documents to be able to create, let's say, table of contents. What you simply do is that you click on your insert, and then you will see a cover page, blank page, and then page break. All right, so for you to be able to apply a page break, you must first of all click on the current page that you want to break the page on. All right, so I want to break the page on the first page, so I'll click the first page, make sure it is selected. All right, and click on the page break. You see, when I click on the page break, the page has been broken into 2 by this particular separation here. So when you see this, it said double click to hide the white space. Okay, the page is broken, all right, but then I have double clicked that particular option to take the white space that is showing that the page was broken off. Okay, so you just click on the page and then click on page break, as you can see like this. All right, so this is how to break your page. So anytime you are working on a document and needs to break the page, you just go to the insert icon or the insert tab, and then you will see the page break ribbon here. You click on it, and then the page will be broken down to the next section. Remember, you must select the page before you click on the page break. Okay, so now from the page break option, we are going to look at the last 2 items on our menu, and then we will be done for today. Okay, so now we are going to look at how to give page numbers. All right, but before we do how to give page numbers, we are going to first of all look at how to generate table of contents, and then after assign page numbers, and then we will be done with this tutorial for today. Okay, so now we will go to our first page and start generating some topics. Let's see 1.0. As you can see, it's like, as you can see, 1.0 it is highlighting because it is possible that the highlight option is selected. Okay, you can see. So if you don't want the document to be highlighting whilst typing, you click on this to put it off, okay, so now it is off. So now we can see 1.0. let's say introduction to MS Word. Okay, now we can come to the point 2 and say how to bolding a text. Okay, then we can come to 3.0 and we can say how to do a list in MS Word. Okay, like this. You can have it over and over. Let's say how to break a page, how to generate table of content, etc and etc and etc. Okay, this means that your document can have a subtopics over and over and over again. All right, so your document that you are preparing, you can have, every chapter having its own heading, subheadings and other things. But then when you finished and want to generate table of content, for instance, after typing all the table names, or let's say all the headings that you want to be given to your chapters and the subheadings, when you finish, you simply go to the reference tab, as you can see up here. When you click on it, you have the option to generate table of content from this very far end here. So when you click on this icon or this logo here or drop down, you see a list of table options that is available. You can do a custom table of content, and then you can also remove table of content. You can also do select the one that has been provided by the system automatically. Okay, so I can just click on this and then I'll click on OK. Now it did not find any table of content because this one does not match what it wants. Okay, so if you want to be able to make this one a table of content, what you need to do is come to the home, okay, and now click, instead of a normal text, make it a heading. Okay, so we have heading 1, heading 2. You can click on this drop down and then you will have a lot of headings available. So when I click on this heading 1, for instance, here now, I will be able to come to this table of content, update it, and then it will pick what I wanted. Okay, so now when you wrote your initial document in this format, or when you typed your document in this format, the normal one where the heading was normal, you wouldn't have been able to generate a table of content for your document until you changed them to headings. Okay, we have heading 1, heading 2. It follows in that order. Okay, but I chose heading 1, and then when I finished, I just came here to update the table of contents. Okay, now that you have done this, anytime you add up to the table of content, you only have to update the table of content up here. Okay, so I can quickly click on this, enter, and then add another table of content, like say how to change color of MS Word document. Okay, now as you can see, this is in normal state. As you can see, it is highlighted up here. All right, so for me to be able to make this a heading and be able to update my table of content in this document, I have to first and foremost highlight this and give it a heading structure. Now if I come here, you can see after the etc, this is not yet listed in the table of content. Okay, I'll just click on this and then click on update table of content. Then they will say page numbers only, entire page. So you can click on update entire table and you click on this, and you can see this one has been added. How to change color of document. What this does is that if you are able to do this simple thing that I am teaching you, any document that you pick, it will give you the option to just click on it and then takes you through straight to the page number that you are currently looking for. So when I click on control key on the keyboard and click on this particular option, it will take me to that page that particular topic is located. Okay, and so I can quickly add to this by going to the next page. Let me go to the next page, which is this, and just type how to let's say add page numbers in MS Word documents, like this. Okay, after I have to give it a heading, and now after adding it, I have to quickly come and update my entire table. Okay, now you can see how to add a page number in MS Word document. If I want to go to that particular page straight, I'll just click on Control key on my keyboard and then press on this particular page number here, or this particular table of content, and then it will take me straight to where that particular page is. All right, so now with this understanding, we are going to look at how to add page numbers to your page. How to add page numbers to your page without typing them one by one onto your document. Okay, we want to see how to generate page numbers for your document. All right, and so quickly to do that, you first of all go to the insert, and when you go to insert, we have header, footer, and then page number. All right, so when you place your cursor on page number, you see add number or add page numbers. Okay, so I can quickly click on this, and then they will ask you, do you want it at the top of a page, the bottom of the page, or the page margins? Okay, so I will quickly go for the one that says bottom of the page, and even with that, you have the option to select which part of the bottom. Is it at the far right, the middle, or the left, in that order? Okay, so normally page numbers are in the middle, so you select this particular one, and then you can see the pages have automatically been numbered. Okay, so this is page 1, this is page 2, and then this is page 3. Okay, so this is how to add a page number to your document. Please, if you have any question, if you have any suggestions, if you have any feedback, there is any challenge that you are facing and you would like us to give you a support either via remote service or answering your question in a comment section, don't hesitate to type your challenges in the section and then we will attempt to them. This is Danicom channel, where we take our time and walk you through all the things that looks very challenging for the basic people or those that are trying to make it when it comes to technology. We are trying to bridge the gap between the known and the unknown when it comes to basic things in technology. be it on social media, be it on the internet, email security, be it on your mobile phones or wherever. And so help us reach out to the unreached by subscribing to the channel, share our videos, and also help somebody to learn the very basic things in technology that will help their lives, or that will make their lives a little bit improved. Thank you very much for watching this section. We will come your way with another section or tutorial that will really add up to your knowledge. Have a nice day.